What's up everybody, my name is Astonishing Picks and welcome to another review. And today we are reviewing the NECA Chucky Ultimate TV Series action figure. Taking a closer look at this figure, you can see all the great sculpt that NECA has done. Also the paint, it's pretty good. I mean, I know all iterations of Chucky kind of look different from film to film, but I think that this is kind of spot on when it comes to the TV series. I guess in the TV series he has like a long hair kind of, and his blue eyes and that little smirk. Now you can see from the figure, the torso and everything, that this is painted very well, and you can see all the details from like the cowboy boots and the other stuff. I can't really see the hard hat with the saw and everything. You know, good guys from the toy box and everything, they could do anything, I guess. Designed to be your best friend, so the deco is pretty spot on here. One thing to note is that the joints are also kind of painted, but when you move them it kind of chips off, so that's a little bit irksome when it comes to NECA figures. They do an amazing job, but you know, they just kind of chip. Like, I think it's right here, some paint chipped when I try to move the articulation for the legs. Again, that's very irksome. I wish they would find something, like maybe, I guess not paint them, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if there's like a win situation for that, but yeah. Taking a closer look at his feet, you can see all the sculpted detail right there, so you can really get a good look. These are so close to looking like Adidas. It's pretty funny. So now that we got another look at the sculpt and paint, let's check out the articulation. He can move his head up this high. He can move his head down not that far. He can twist his head left and right, not all the way around due to the hair. I think you can, but it'll probably damage the shoulders. He can rotate his arms about this far. Again, maybe the hair is preventing it a little bit from moving all around. I don't want to really push it because, you know, I don't want to chip any paint. He can go, his arm can go about that far, and he does have a swivel in his elbow joint. He does have arm swivel and a hinge too. It's kind of stiff. It is kind of stiff though. As for torso articulation, he doesn't really have any. I mean, he kind of does, like he can move about this far. You can see the overall, but that's kind of hindering it. So again, it's really like next to none. He can move his body about that far. Like he can move it, rotate it, maybe get like a little high five in there. For hip joints, he does have this. He can move his leg about this far. His overlay here is just one piece, so it's just an overlay again, so it just lifts up, so he doesn't have that much range, but he can really move pretty well. You just have to figure it out. And he can move back this far, and his leg, he can move about this far for his knee joint, which is pretty good for a figure of this size. And he has foot swivel. Okay, so next we have the accessories for Chucky. Now he does come with a fair bit of accessories, and I'm pretty satisfied with what we got here, especially since it's from the TV show. So first off, we got his classic knife. You can see it's highly reflective, and I think that this is used also in the Ultimate Ghostface, so you might recognize it from that. He does come with a separate arm piece, so you could also pop off his arm here and put in this one for some battle damage, I guess. He also comes with this like 3 packs of needles. Let me see if I can get a closer look at it. But yeah, he's holding 3 needles. Aside from his assortment of weapons, he also does come with hands, so he comes with another pair of gripping hands. And he comes with probably one of my favorite hands of all time. we have this hand. Honestly, I think that just completes the whole figure. It is very Chucky to just look at his victims and just stick out his middle finger at them. Now, Chucky does come with 3 heads. He comes with his, I guess, attack face, a screaming head. Here you go. It honestly does kind of look weird, honestly. It looks like if a Karen is throwing a fit and she just wants some money, bro. And he does come with a smirking face. So, I mean, he already does come with a sort of happy smile kind of face. This one is, I guess, just a little bit more. And finally, here he has his battle damage one. I think he got burned in the fire, and wow, this is really wicked, honestly. The detail, one thing that I love about NECA is the amount of detail they put when it comes to like the gore or any like wounds that they might do with their figures. So like weathering and stuff like that, they're awesome at that. So just looking at this Chucky, they really captured the whole attention to detail. So here we have a closer look at the alternate version of Chucky. So now you could replace the arm here, which has more range than the basic arm. But at the same time, it is kind of limited when it comes to that. So you take what you give, and wow, that popped up really easily. Of course, here we have Chucky next to the NECA ghost face. Now this is the one of the older ones that are cloth goods and everything. So this is not the updated one with the more better soft goods. I do have the ultimate, but that one's in like storage, so I don't really want to feel like taking it out. So here we have him next to a 7-inch. Here we have Chucky next to the recently released NECA Creature from the Black Lagoon. And again, I have my camera fixed, so it is very hard to see the scale, since again this is 7-inch scale, so this would match the proportions of that figure. So yeah, as you can see, he is very small compared to them. Here we have Chucky next to the Figma Skyward Sword Link. Here we have Chucky next to a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. Here we have Chucky next to a Hasbro Indiana Jones. We have Chucky next to a Black Series 501st Trooper. And last but not least, here we have Chucky next to a Mayfix Scarlet Spider and the Marvel Legends Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So there you have it. I think overall that this figure is pretty good, honestly, and I would recommend it if you guys ever see it in the store, or just, you know, if you see it online. If you're really a big fan of Chucky and the franchise and everything in the show, again, I would recommend you guys get it. The articulation is pretty good. You know, it is good for what scale it is, and you know, the paint is really good too. I mean, there are only a few flaws, like say the paint chipping in the joints and maybe a little bit limited of articulation, but again, I understand that, you know, the scale and everything, why he's small. But yeah, he is pretty good, and if I were to rate the figure, I'd give him maybe a 9 out of 10. Honestly, this is probably one of the best NECA figures that I have seen in terms of sculpt and in terms of paint. Maybe less on articulation. I honestly think that this is up there in my top 10 of the year. But honestly, there might be somebody who beat him out, and I will reveal that when the time comes next month. Making my list. I collected so much this year, more than I thought I would, and I'm gonna be happy to make that video just sharing what figures I thought, you know, were the best of the year. There are a lot of great picks out there, and I'm sure that I'll see many more, and I can't wait to see what you guys think when it comes to those figures. Let me know if you guys want to see a review of the Creature of the Black Lagoon, and my next review will probably be the Black Series Ahsoka Tano. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys can. Would really appreciate that a lot. And yeah, guys, peace.